Welcome back to my channel, my friends. This is what Melita's making today. Okay, we're going to make a card to put our very cute washi tape colored chicken in. So I want to make a branch. I'm using this Felicity stamp set from Close to My Heart from many moons ago. I have this cute little chick to go on the front, and I want to put him on this branch, but this branch has no place for him to sit. And so we need to get rid of some of those branch pieces, secondary branches. I'm going to stamp my stamp down. I need to make a mask so that when I actually stamp it on my cardstock, I can mask off those branches. And this is just garbage paper. Okay. That's going to tell me where it's going to stamp. I'm using chocolate from Close to My Heart. Ink this stamp up. I'm not trying to do a good stamping here. I'm just trying to get position. I usually make my own, but I do have some I need to use up, so I'm going to do that. And I got a big enough piece there. So, in fact, that side's big enough. And I just need it big enough to cut off what I don't want. Must peel backing. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I inked it up so well. It's just the mask. Okay. Now, cutting off what we're keeping. And we want to keep okay. Okay, hopefully that looks all right. I can see I was about to mask off a piece of that too. We'll see. Okay, lifting it up so I can slide my paper underneath. Okay, let's see if I got enough paper in there. Yes, I did. All right, let's ink her up. Okay. Good stuff. I think I want to cut this out with a circle. Okay, we're back and ready to build our card. Made this for the inside in a previous video, coloring with washi tape. That's going to be the inside of our card. And I got these little pieces together here. I've also cut a bunch of different things from that stamp set. Some flowers and leaves and more chicks and all sorts of goodies. But anyway, let's get this card built. We're going to make it a card that is horizontal. I got these pieces. Our stamped little branch for the chick to go on. And I've got some leaves and stuff in those cutouts there. And then I've got a few more circles here just to add some interest. When I'm stamping sentiments, I'll do a bunch. So I've I do some in different colors and make some banners and that kind of thing. And so I was thinking we would do this rose gold banner for happy birthday. And I love how that rose gold goes so good with the terracotta colors in this card. So I think that's the way we're going to go. So I just want to do a little bit of distressing here. I don't know if you notice yourself, but whenever I'm distressing things, I always end up with little bits of, I think, the foam peeling away. And so I like to just do it off of a used paper towel that, you know, I've wiped my hands from stamping or whatever. And I'm going to throw it away anyway, so why not? Okay, I am going to put some chocolate ink all the way around these guys. I like to add that bit of dimension. Now, this was a die cut circle doily type thing, and I had several of them, and so with this last one I had left, I thought, you know, those would make beautiful accents on a card. I cut this doily up into 4 quadrants to make cards from. I do like the clean base distressed, you know, the, what do they call that, dichotomy or whatever of that, so, or juxtaposition, or what I want to do now. Oops, I have one more piece to, or a couple more pieces to distress. I'll get that done first. I'm also going to put just a skosh of edging on this card for our inside. Just because I cut this panel from the same color, I want to distinguish it a little bit on the inside of the card. Okay, so I decided I wanted to go this way to get a little bit more of the clean part there. So what I'm going to do is I'm marking with my finger where I want my glue to finish. This part of the card, I'm going to put the glue right on the card, and I'm going to put the ink or glue on the underside of this part. That way I shouldn't end up with too much glue going to waste. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can get a closer look at what I'm up to here. Okay, hopefully I didn't waste too much glue. I'm going to hang on to this. I'm going to get this onto the edge here and just line it up on the edge. And then I'm going to put glue across the top of the card here. I'm only going out so far though because I'm not sure where the ending of that doily is. Okay, there we go. And that's the nice thing about using liquid glue, is you have some time to move things around. And oh, look at that, I didn't waste any glue. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, now I can just snip this off. Now I'm going to get that chocolate back in here just so I can do that top edge to finish the distressing look. I'm just going to sweep that across the top of the card here. There we go. I like it. I like it. I don't know. I've seen lots of people who distress. I see lots of people who are dead set against distressing with ink on the edges. I don't know. Like, what's the consensus out there? Do people like it, dislike it? Do you like to do it? I'm like 50-50 because distressing, look at my hands. And now I would touch that card and get ink all over it. So I'm going to go wash my hands. I stamp these and then I cut them out with my brother Scan and Cut, because my fingers are not enjoying fussy cutting anymore, so I do a bunch of stamping and then just go ahead and put them through the brother Scan and Cut. It's so simple and easy, and it cuts them out so nice. And yeah, you can put a however big a margin around the edge. So I figure, why not? Like, why go through the stress of cutting stuff out when the Scan and Cut will do just a perfectly good job. Let's get that put together, then we can set the rest of the card together. So I'm just going to get my art glitter glue out here. I absolutely love this machine. I call it a machine, but yeah, I think that'll look good with those hanging off like that. So I'm just going to put a little glue. Do you like fussy cutting? Lots of people love fussy cutting, and lots of people completely hate it. Before my RA, I didn't mind it, and I was actually pretty decent at it. Like, people would actually ask me to cut things out for them, but not so much now. Now they'd be like, get the heck away from my project, lady, with those shaky hands. I do enjoy the brother Scan and Cut for that very reason, though. I can still get great looking projects having it do all of the hard work of the cutting. And it's really very good at it. Now, I have the older Scan and Cut. The new DX apparently is amazing, but it's kind of hard to justify getting a new one when the old one works excellently. I mean, I could justify it, but my husband definitely couldn't. You know what I mean? Especially, oh my gosh, these machines have really gone up in price, especially since COVID. Like, I remember when you could buy a brand new Cricut for like $250, and like, I was looking at the new Scan and Cut DX. It's like $600. I think he might need to be popped up. I'm trying to hurry and get this video done because tomorrow we're supposed to have a power outage. They're changing a transformer where I live, and so I'm going to be without power tomorrow for quite a while. And I promised to get these videos up, so I got to get moving. Let's get this square put down. And this is just the tone-on-tone side of the double-sided paper. There we go. And then this guy, I'm just going to have him sit right about there, I think. Let's see. Yeah, maybe right up there. And I want this to slide underneath, so I'm going to avoid putting glue right here where my thumb is. And that way I'll have the ability to just slip that brown one underneath there. Okay. There we go. And I'll just slide that under there. A little bit of glue on the back. I do love that art glitter glue. It works so well. And this guy, I'm going to put him there. And now that I got a spot of brown on it, he's definitely going that way. So oh, it came off. It's okay. I thought for sure something came off my fingers. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to use some dimensional on the back of this guy, because the greeting needs to stand out front and center for sure. And there we go. So I'm sorry I have to do this off camera because I need to be able to see that I'm getting it on there straight. I have zero confidence in my ability to do that when it's far away from me. There. I love it. Love it. We got to put our spring chicken greeting in here, and I did that off to the side so I could put 2 here, little message, signature. So I'm just going to put a little glue around the outside edge here. I love using art glitter glue. I used to be an AGT diehard. Is it ATG gun? Yeah. And, but man, that's expensive. Holy doodle, it's expensive. And I was going through like rolls and rolls of it, where you can buy a giant bottle of art glitter glue and it goes a long ways. Okay. Now somewhere on this desk I have some floating around. I have some gems just to add a little pizzazz to this. I also have some cinnamon stickles. I think the cinnamon stickle will look beautiful inside the center of that flower. And I need a little spot for his eye. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use one of these little guys for his eye. I will dot these branches with some stickles just to give them a little sparkliness. Now, let's do one of these little guys for our little chick's eye. Now the other thing we could do is put a little, maybe a gem of a different color. I always come at it closest to the stickle. It's like I'm daring it. Okay. All right. I better call it done before the gems outweigh the whole card. That's the card. Done, complete, and we have that cute little chick inside. Happy birthday, spring chicken. Okay, I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, and I hope you will come back and see my channel. You can email me anytime with questions at melitasmakin at gmail.com. Visit my blog at melitasmakin.blogspot.com. Melita Makin on Instagram as well. A crafty, wonderful day.